welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is fighting these windows behind me again, honest to goodness. And don't you love Sam's pepperonis? That's a nice counter decoration, isn't it? And the tomatoes out there ripening. Whatever, this is where we live. I'm leaving it alone. But anyway, welcome back. Thank you all again for coming to join me. And today I'm going to be doing several little arrangements, and I'm also going to be showing you my ivy table. For those of you who don't know, my ivy table sits right there. Well, you can't see the ivy table because my 3-tier tray that I have not done is sitting right there. Right there is my ivy table. And I will show you a better version, of course, of the ivy table when we get over there to it. I have done just a few things to it. I'm not going to have a decorate with me on the ivy table today. Instead, I'm going to make a couple of arrangements to go on to the ivy table, and I'm also going to do a tiered bow tutorial in this one again. And I might even work on this arrangement in the window here behind me. I just stuck those flowers in there. I went to Walmart last night and just came home and stuck those flowers in there. That needs a little help. I may work on the windows today behind me too, just to get these few little arrangements completed, you know? So let me turn you and point you down, and we're just gonna work on this, that, and the other thing today. I thought I would just bring y'all along, and this is what I kind of do, you know, as I decorate. Before I ever had a YouTube channel, I would just kind of gather a bunch of stuff here, and I would just start making my arrangements and then taking them and putting them out and decorating each little vignette, you know. And as I said, I will take you over to the ivy table when I get this tray centerpiece done, and then I'm going to put this up on top of the up on the shelf that hangs above the ivy table, and I want to make an arrangement in here. So let's get started though with this. This is a tray that I got from Hobby Lobby years and years ago. I have the bigger version of this tray that usually sits under my lantern centerpieces that sit on my kitchen table and my dining room table. This is a smaller version of that. It is definitely mirrored, and I have been using it on, I used to use this on my hearth all the time, but I moved it, and I want less on my hearth nowadays, so I moved it here onto the ivy table. So I'm just going to start making a little bit of an arrangement here. As you can see, I found these at Home the other day, along with this little faith plaque. So I'm going to use one of the owls up on top, up on the shelf, and the other one I'm going to put here in this arrangement. But I wanted to show you, it says for use with battery operated LED tea light candle only. That's what it says in there. And I follow directions, you guys. So I have one of these little, I don't know whether that's considered a tea light or what, but it is a battery operated little candle. I got a whole set of these from Hobby Lobby, I don't know, months and months ago on sale one time. So I'm just gonna slip that up in there, and I'm going to use this one in this tray. Okay. This is the green, or like the greenery I have on the garland that goes across the shelf. So I want to kind of keep this theme going with this kind of greenery. And this is also the kind of greenery I used in my wreath that I made last week, and that hang down from either side of the mantle. So I'm just trying to keep, at least in this area where you can kind of, in your line of sight, you can kind of look down and see all these. Again, I'm not a professional decorator, but this is what my eye likes. So the first thing I want to do is I want to kind of set my lanterns in here. And I'm just using cream colored candles, y'all. These are cream colored 4-inch candles. I don't even know where I got them. I've had them. I pulled them out of my hutch. I've had them for years. But I don't have any more blue candles. And I got all my candles from And That, which, as you all know, doesn't offer a website anymore. And I bought them out, y'all. The only 2 blue candles of this size that they had crunches or had, you know, like gouges out of them. And I was like, you know, I could take them up and say, can you give me something off? But then I was like, no, I wouldn't be happy with them. So I just decided I would use cream. I didn't really have white, so cream is fine. Cream and white, they you know, they pair. So I just want to start with these 2 little lanterns, and as you can see, I lifted this candle up a little higher just with a little candlestick holder. And then this little fella, I think I'm going to set her, and we're going in the same direction. I don't. I think I want her kind of like this. And that's kind of how I want to, and let's just arrange something around this, starting with this greenery right here. And I do want to kind of split it, get this out of here real quick, put some of it toward the back and then have some of it coming over toward the front. And if I need to lift her up, I'll go get a block of wood and I'll lift her up a little bit. And I have some extra that fell off of it that I'll stick back there. This is not hard. This is just something that I just am gonna just try to throw together here. Okay, there's that. And I think this is like a little too bulky right here. Hang on. There we go. There's something else I want to go get too. Well, Miss Danielle, hang on. Look at what arrived for me, you guys. Bless her little heart. Danielle went into her Cracker Barrel. I was not able to find these little balls anywhere, except I have one more that I got from At Home. They had a few in there. Bless her heart, she went into her Cracker Barrel and she bought them out. I got 6 of them in here. Thank you so much, little Danielle. I appreciate you thinking of me, sweetie. So I think I want to use 1 or 2 of these in this arrangement. Oh my gosh, how sweet is she, huh? Oh, I'm telling you, I am blessed. Blessed beyond measure to have her in my life. Not just for sending me stuff, just because I just adore her and I think she's just as sweet as can be. So let's put 1 there, and I might just do 1. I may put 1 here. We'll see. Okay. I thought I might use this in here, but I don't think I will. I'm still trying to decide how I want this owl to sit in here. I like her back a little further. Right in kind of in line, but tilted that way. All right. Now, I did have some blue roses in here from the Patriotic, and I'm just going to throw these back in. I don't have a lot of these kind. Am I actually out of blue roses, y'all? I can't believe it. These look like they have little water droplets. What have y'all mentioned that? These are so pretty. So maybe I'll just use these 4 in here. Okay, now I have some white, some of these. Actually, these are already cut. Let's see. Had these in my garage. And then I think will be it, you guys. I'm not going to overdo it. Again, it's just a little accent centerpiece. And I think that's pretty. So I'm going to leave that. Fix the rose there. Leave that just like that. I think it's super pretty. All right, I love it. So let me move this out of the way. Looks good. Okay, now this, if you remember, I got from the 75% off sale at Hobby Lobby. Let me take the price tag off of it. For those of you who hadn't noticed, I got my nails done finally last week. Aren't they pretty? My little nail lady, I tell her that you guys are always commenting on my nails, so I think she works like extra hard on them for me. She's so sweet. So, and she does the, you know, I love the glitter. I'm such a girly girl, y'all. So, anyway, let me run outside and get me a piece of that Oasis stuff. So I think I might need some of that in the bottom of this. So I will be right back. Yuck. Be right back in just a sec. Okie dokie. Just had these in Ziploc bags out in my garage. This one might be just about perfect. Well, no, I've got to be able to get it in there and cut it down a little bit. All right, here we go. We'll put it, I want to lay it down. I'm going to put another couple pieces in there to kind of cover the bottom. There you go. Okay. Now, first thing I want to start with this is the rest of this. If you remember, I used some of this in that little black house with the dish in it. I used that out on the hearth, and I want to go ahead and use the rest of this. This is going to be sitting up on a shelf, kind of tilted this way. There's not going to be anything on this side of it, and so I want to put this in. Might be a little bit, let me see, to hang down the side. Of it. I can't cut that stem, so I'm just going to make do by bending it like that. Okay, now of course we have more blue roses, and I have these white berries. So I don't want this to be super busy. I thought I might like some lighter blue, but not that lighter blue. Because I am going to make, whatever I have left of this, I'm going to make a tiered bow, and we're going to hang the tiered bow here. So I do have some of that color, blue berries. So I thought I would use just some blue roses. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Blue roses, blueberries, and those white. And maybe one of these kind of hanging down. The greenery. Again, I'm kind of just winging it, you guys. Again, be patient with me, y'all. I don't have any kind of training. did. One lady asked me last week, are you sure you don't have any, you really haven't had any training? And I'm like, honest to goodness, I have not had any kind of training. Living Autumn. I think I got these. I must have gotten these last year from, isn't that what Joann's calls their autumn flowers, fall flowers, blooming this and that. I hate to cut this apart. Actually, this would be really pretty, like by itself, like maybe in this kitchen. I'm not going to use these, you guys. I think I'm going to use these in the kitchen, although I like the color blue in this. Look at this. No. Never mind. I'll go ahead and cut it apart and use some in here. Ooh, I don't like it with that at all, y'all. Ugh. I might not use this at all in here, to be honest. Let's see. Might have to get the bow with it. Too much. That's not too bad. Want to make a bow for this or not. I don't know what I'll do with it or where I'll tie it. We'll see. It's going to be up on a shelf. I may move this and put the bow right there. Move these over some. Let me make a bow here. Let's see what I can do. I thought I got a pipe cleaner out. Okay. Let's make a little three loop tiered bow. I want it to start out really little, about like that. And so I fold this little end piece, the very end of the ribbon. I pulled out a couple of yards, and I'm going to turn that, fold it on itself, and then I'm going to come up from this side and overlap that ribbon. Pinch it together. And there, you're going to eyeball the first two loops in the bow. That looks pretty. I'm going to twist this to bring the right side up and turn it around my forefinger, and I'm going to accordion it underneath to make the center loop. Okay, now I just wanted a little bow, like I said. I'm going to come back out just a smidge longer, make that loop just a smidge longer than the one before it, catch it underneath, pinch it together, and twist, and to bring the right side up, and then we're going to come out just a smidge on this side too, pinching it underneath, and one more. Like I said, I just want a little bow. And twist, and catch it underneath, pinch it together. And there we have a little bow. Now I want three little tails. So you can see I just pulled it out a little further, grabbed it from behind, twisted it to bring the right side up underneath, pinch, and that is it. Grab your pipe cleaner, put it through the little loop, grab it, wrap it around the bottom and the top. Your hand as resistance, and twist, 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 twist. Cut. I still have a little bit of that left. Oh yes, I think I'll like this. I was wondering about the lighter blue, but I think there's light blue in the polka dots. And I think it'll pull it all together nicely. I'm going to go ahead and do these tails. One's on the edge up at an angle. And then the center one, I want to dovetail. And I'm going to tie it right there. There we go. I might need to get it up on the shelf before I finish with the fluffing and whatnot. But that will stick out to the side. This will hang down, and I think it's going to be super pretty. Okay, I'm going to go put the ivy table together, and then I will be back and we'll do one more arrangement of this one in the kitchen window, and that'll be it. Okie dokie. I think it looks nice up there. Just a little something, something. I got these, I think for those of you, some of you might have seen these. I got these stars at and that as well. And I'm gonna hang these on a couple of hooks over there that I have attached to the shelf. Okay, let me work on this other arrangement real quick here and see what I can come up with that. And then I'll show you the finished product. I mean, that was okay the way I did this, but that very bright, vibrant blue, I wasn't too thrilled with. I got two of them from Walmart. Instead, I have these, which I thought were a little prettier with that. Again, I don't have anything in the bottom of this, and I'm really not going to worry about it for this. Let me see here. I'm just gonna start arranging, you guys. I thought, because the Pioneer Woman plates, look at these. They have ivy in them. So I thought that I would add ivy to this arrangement to try to match the plate. Now see, that blue matches, where'd those blue ones go? They match the plate pretty well, but they don't match that very well. But this does. You can see that, and then this does. But this is just too, ugh, I don't know, just pulling my eye. These roses are a bit better than this. See the subtle difference in color there? These are just a little darker. These are too bright. They're too bright for what I'm going for. Picky, 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 I know. But anyway, I'm gonna start this out with some ivy. I'm gonna do one coming down. Got 2 tufts of ivy here, I thought. All right, I'm going out of my mind, y'all. I could have sworn I brought 2 over here. Oh, here's the. All right. Gee, we're cooking with gas now. Start like that, and let me, may not need to be extremely busy. Y'all know? In fact, that might be enough right there. I always say that, don't I? I think that looks really pretty, just like that. To be honest with y'all, I like it just with one. And I do have a red. Just because of the red roses. What do y'all think? Like, you can answer me. But I think that might just be pretty. And I tend not to want to put white in with it because I don't want it to look patriotic, you know? But I think that is super pretty, just like that. Kind of wispy, simple, perfect. Yep, that's the way I'm gonna leave it. I have some blueberries. They're kind of not. One tuft of blueberries left. That'll work. And that's it. That is all I'm gonna do to that, you guys. Okay. Now, that was not hard, huh? Sometimes I'm learning this still, less is more, you know? Okay, let me clean up my mess here a little bit. And then I wanted to show you one thing I'm gonna do here. Okie dokie. Now, a few more things I wanna do. And that is, one thing is to glue dot my little tea set together here. And I decided I'm gonna sit this on the ivy table over here all by itself. I didn't want it to be lost in the shuffle of the 3-tier tray. So I am going to see if I can glue dot these on here so that they don't fall off. There was no such thing as glue dots when I was a little girl. And I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've put this little thing together over and over and over again because it just would fall apart on me. Get on there. The bottom of just two of these things is just that too porous. I don't think it's gonna work. We'll see, maybe. Now I put the sugar bowl on backwards, didn't I? Darn me. Sorry, turn him around. Cute as a button, look at that. Cute. Other than the cups, it's all glued together, it's glue dotted together. Perfect. Yay. All right, that will go over, set over on my ivy table too. Okay, now, all I need to do is put some taper candles. I have a feeling I'm gonna need a paper towel to do my little trick. And I got these taper candles and that too. Just wish they had had two more for in there, but that would be pretty. But I might look online and see if I can't find them. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys, I don't know whether you guys would be interested in seeing another home tour when I get all of this blue and white, or blue and cream, white, whatever, done. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Tell me in the comments if you would like to see another home tour. These are really tight. These. Milk glass ones. Okay, now let me see. Well, maybe I won't. Look at that. I won't need to do my paper towel trick. Yay! And look how well they match, y'all. Oh my goodness, I couldn't have done any better if I tried on that. Oh my gracious, look at that. Alrighty, I'm gonna get all this stuff set into place, and then I will come back and I will show you the ivy table, the shelf above the ivy table, and the kitchen windows. All right, not that I've done anything major to either place, but I'll show you the... Hey y'all, I wanted to show you something that I'm doing here really quickly. This little star came from that, and it's the same kind of star as those blue ones were. And it had this red gingham on it, or kind of burgundy gingham. And I didn't want the burgundy gingham on it, and I am hanging these on the little hooks underneath the shelf. I put the blue ones on either end, so I'm hoping that I can maybe get this fed through here and put a little blue ribbon on it. Again, it's the details that y'all, you know, I'm forever messing with the details, which I think are super, super, super important. There we go. Got it through there. Let me just left over right. I don't even know how long it is. I'm not going to worry about that much. Right over left. And there we go. Here we go. All right. Okie dokie, everybody. Here is my ivy table. There's Sam. Sleeping, as always. But here's my ivy table, and the reason that I call it the ivy table is because it used to have ivy leaves stenciled on the front of those two doors. But when we moved in here, because of all of the black furniture, you know, that we have, our hooker furniture, and then the credenza, let me turn real slowly. Slowly, 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 sorry. Black credenza over there. we decided to go ahead and paint this ivy table black. It used to be this color. As a matter of fact, here, let me put a picture here of what it used to look like in our other house. So anyway, I like it much better black, especially with everything that we have going on in this house. You can see it has a little shelf on the bottom there. I always leave those Longaberger baskets just kind of sitting underneath there. This one has candles in it, and the other two don't have anything in it right now. But anyway, let's start at the top and we'll work our way down. That is a Thomas Kincaid picture that Chris got me for Christmas a couple years ago. I've been wanting a Thomas Kincaid forever and a day, could never afford it, and he finally got me one, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. So that stays up there even with the burgundy kind of, you know, picture frame kind of around. It's a black frame, but then the, what is that called? Whatever that stuff is called around it is kind of a plum color, or dark plum. Anyway, it's fine. I have a lot of green and blue in that too. So anyway, I used one of the plates. I got this shelf, first off, I got this shelf at Dottie's Den, our local Dottie's Den, for those of you who live around here, over there off of Lafayette Boulevard. And I added, we just recently added these 3 hooks underneath of it, just black wrought iron hooks, so that I could hang some things on it. And right now I just have the grapevine hearts and bows on it, and there's that cream star I was just working with, and I have the blue on either end, stars. And this is one of the plates I found, melamine Waverly plate, but it's a melamine. I got it and that, and there is the little owl, and I do have her sitting up on a block. Might need to move that up a little bit to hide that block a little better. But then I got this gather together at, oh lordy, I don't remember where I got that, but I got it on a deep sale. And I thought, since this decor is kind of going to go into the fall, I thought I might as well put that up there. I like it. Plus I like gather together all through the year. So I went ahead and put that up there. And 2 black candlesticks with blue candles in them. And then there is that little arrangement I made with the, I want to step on Sam, with the bow. And there it is from the side. Get on over here. Looking from the side. See why I had everything concentrated on that side? That's how you look out to the kitchen. We walk by people who walk through this walkway all the time, look up and see that. And that's why I wanted, you know, a concentration of decor over toward this side. So then this was given to me a long time ago. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet. It's just kind of sitting there. I might leave it there. But I found this little milk glass lamp at Walmart, or at Hobby Lobby, you guys, Hobby Lobby. It was a chunk of change. It was $54, but I used my 40% off discount coupon for it. But I couldn't resist that. And if I had some pip berries or something, I know that eventually I'll put something around here, but I didn't have anything that would go in there to match everything right now. So I just left it plain, which is fine. And then you all saw this in my, you know, this was my grandmother's. And there's where I decided to put the little faith block, and that's one of my Dickens houses. I collect Dickens houses, or used to. And then here's my arrangement, and I did light those candles just for a minute, just to show you guys and to take some pictures. I don't usually leave them lit, to be honest, but I thought it would be pretty to show off this little tiny little arrangement. And there's the other owl. And then there's my tea set sitting there. And Kristen gave me this willow tree in the other Dickens house, and then a couple of spool candles that are just there all the time. And then the plate is actually a Fiesta ware platter. Had it for years and years and years. So there we go. That's everything, you guys, huh? I love it. I love how it looks. And the thunderstorm came right in time here to show this off a little bit, the better lighting in here. In fact, let's head over to the kitchen window and let me show you what I did over there. The rest of my kitchen needs to be done. Obviously, it's a hot mess. But here's the kitchen windows. There are the Pioneer Woman plates. And I put 2 more of those pretty balls that Danielle sent me here in front of each of these big plates. The blue candlestick, you know. Little fairies. Chris loves the fairies. And then this little fella, still, his wings were flapping a minute ago. Still working great. And there's the other dish, Pioneer Woman plate. Tears could build a stairway and memories a lane. I would walk right up to heaven and bring you home again. You know, I say I would bring my mama back, but only if she was whole. Only if she had every memory back. She passed away of Alzheimer's, for those that don't know. Only if she could have a good quality of life, you know. Anyway, there's my navy blue candlesticks with the navy blue candles, and this is perfect. I'm so glad I took those god-awful looking, whatever they were, poppies or whatever, from Walmart out, added on the plates. I think that's just subtle and pretty and looks great. Now look at this little girl scrubbing the windowsill for me. She's a boy's bear. She's cute. I love you, a bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. What my cousins and I say to one another because they're grandma. So that's everything for today. This and that and the other thing, y'all. Okie dokie, everyone. That will do it for this one. Before I go further, let me ask you one more time about whether or not you think you might like to see a home tour of all of my blue and white decor, from the living room, dining room, in through the family room, and in through the kitchen and beyond. I may add the bedrooms to that one if so, but let me know your thoughts on that. I don't want to put up a home tour that nobody might want to see because you guys have seen everything. So but it might be a thought to put it all together in one cohesive video. So I like doing my home tours. I like sharing them with you guys. And this is terrible for me to say, but I'm proud of this decor, y'all. I really am. I am super happy with how it is looking. It is a perfect generic decor, I think, something that I can work with through the years and add to, take away from, like I've been saying. I am loving it. So let me go ahead into my final words. Thank you all so much again for joining me. I so appreciate you coming by. I appreciate your comments, and please forgive me that it is getting harder and harder for me to respond back to everyone, even with a gimpy arm. But regardless of that, it is still difficult. I get a lot of comments, and I never ever want to disappoint anyone. But it's getting to the point where I think I am going to really need to stick with my new rule, that I adopted about a month ago and have kind of stuck to. And that is that I'm going to comment, for the first hour or two in the morning when I'm there with my computer as much as I can. And then from then on, I'm just going to have to give you guys hearts, just because I need to do other things. I need to do my decorating. I need to spend time with Chris and my family and so on, So I don't want to disappoint anybody, but please know while I'm looking at you here that I read every single word. I really do. And appreciate every single one of you every single day of my life. So with that said, let me just say that I hope that those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.